thing I wanted to like chat about and kind of like then we can like move into a meditation about it is like um I think this is something that it starts kind of like I think it happens in every single cohort for some reason. Like there's obviously always going to be ups and downs in our spiritual life and our because in our whole lives, because there's not a difference between our spiritual life and our work life and our family life, and it's just one big life. And so it makes sense that when something is affecting us over here, it's affecting us in all ways because we're not as compartmentalized as we think we are. We really do want so badly to I have this much energy for this, I have this much energy for this. It's like I only have so much love to give. um I only have so much care I can give, or I only have so many fucks I can give before I'm just so burnt out and tired and overwhelmed. And that happened to me over the weekend. It was Saturday, and I woke up with my boyfriend, and I was just in a weird mood. I wasn't feeling great. I spent the day by myself, and I was just like low energy and sad and like in my head. And I was just trying to distract myself in 1,000 different ways to get over to boyfriend's house. We sit down, and I just told him, I said, I feel like I need to cry, but I have no idea why. I have no idea why I need to cry. There's nothing technically bad going wrong in my personal life. And he's like, what have you been thinking about recently? I don't know. The fact that Georgia has a 6-week abortion ban in effect, the fact that it feels like I won't say that I inundate myself with news, but I stay on Twitter a little too long, you know? And I think we live in an overwhelming time, and I think underneath it all, that was what part of the reason I was sad. But then another part of it was like, this is my learning curve. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to feel the hard feeling. I don't want to feel sad because feeling sad is stupid. That's what I tell myself. My Enneagram 8-ness thinks that any sort of softness, any sort of weakness is the worst possible thing. And I think it comes from a deep-seated fear of like, I have to take care of myself. No one else is going to. And it's like, oof, who am I when I believe that thought? What do I do? How do I react? How do I feel when I believe that thought? There is nothing to do, or there's nothing I can do, and or that I'm alone in it. As I was sitting there on the couch, I was like, okay, I'm crying. I'm literally like laying there like on his chest and crying and crying and just, okay, I'm good. He's like, are you? And I'm like, no. Like I kept trying to say, no, I'm good. No, I'm good. I can get over this. I can let go. I couldn't. And I was at first in my head again, I was like, this is so stupid. Why can't I can snap out it. No, I can't. For whatever fucking reason, I can't don't feel good right now. And something my therapist tells me a lot is, do you think there's something to do with your emotions besides care for them? And then, so I just put my hand on my heart and I just said, okay, I need compassion right now. I don't have it for myself. So God, can you help me? And so I just kept crying, and it was just this sense of, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. And I'm suffering right here. And it is okay that I'm suffering. It is no wonder I'm suffering. This world is so tough. And I'm, tears. And I just let myself have this moment of just like, I feel so fucking sad. Because like I feel, and the thing about it is like really like, I'm already doing all the things I know to do. I'm volunteering with the Stacey Abrams campaign. I'm like organizing my friends. I'm doing the things I know to do. I'm doing my practices. I'm still meditating every morning. I'm still showing up for those, and I'm still sad. What the fuck? I thought that if I did my practice, I would feel better. Yes, and you will also feel more of everything else. This is something that, like, a lot, Jamie Lee Finch has said, and a lot of bodywork people have said, is that this kind of work is not just that you will feel better, but you will feel more. You will feel fully. And it is our job as these things come up to allow ourselves to be human and to be as sad as we are, as mad as we are, and to not give ourselves over to the lie that our emotions are bad things. They're just data and things to be taken care of. Something, right? Like something has disturbed us to the point where we need to, I'm overwhelmed. You know how I know? Because I'm crying right now on my boyfriend's couch and I don't know why. Even with all my practices, even with, like, I'm trying to pivot my mind. And so the answer is not trying to figure out why, how did I get back here? Why did I land here again? I thought that I'm in lesson 256 of A Course in Miracles. I don't get sad anymore. No, you, you pretend you're not sad, and it just catches up with you. It will. And so the work is when it comes up, and for me, it doesn't happen as often as I'd like because I don't know, a dozen reasons. Maybe it's the way that I'm wired. But when I do get it, when I finally figure out, oh, I'm sad. Oh, I'm angry. Oh, I'm disappointed. Oh, fuck, I'm depressed. It's like, oh, okay. We have to land. Got to land on the emotion and then go from there. What do I need to do right now? And what I came to the conclusion with, and this is what I learned as I was going through all this. I heard it in like a podcast later that day, and that's really like what set it in. And the person who was talking, they were giving some advice. They said, you know what your deal is you feel bad about feeling bad. You feel disappointed in yourself for feeling the impermissible feeling, and that actually keeps you from moving through it. You know, rather than appreciate, like, you know, if you can appreciate it a little bit, it's telling you something. It's data. And then on the other thing, it's just like understanding and compassion will move you through it faster. So it's really like it behooves you to be sweet to yourself. It is beneficial for you to be so gentle and sweet and kind to yourself, because that's the thing that's going to move you through it faster. And two, like, it's like, note, you're disappointed in the fact you feel bad about the fact that you feel bad. That's some bullshit. Why is that? We learned that from capitalism and evangelicalism. We don't have time to feel sad. There's no time. There's no time. I can't feel sad right now. I've got things to do, people to see, you know, people to inspire, blah, blah, blah. No, 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 no. It's, I mean, like, it's like whenever it comes up, like, this work is like, how do I take care of myself? How am I going to, like, whatever emotion comes up, can I love it? And when I do, man, it's so much better. And so, like, even if in this moment, it's just like, I feel like shit. Oh, thank God I'm aware of how I'm feeling. That might be the minimum place that we come to. Thank God I understand my emotions and that I know how to take care of myself. That might be just where I land. And that might mean doesn't mean I'm just going to go sit on and meditate on my mat and I'm going to feel better. If that's what I get the inclination to do, sure. If I get the inclination to do some yoga, sure. If I get the inclination to smoke some weed, maybe I'll go do that. You know, if I get the inclination to eat something because I haven't eaten anything all day, drink some water because I'm dehydrated. This is what we go back to. But it's like, no matter what, when it comes, there's a part of me that, like, I've talked about it before. There's a statue out there that has a Buddha that has a little upturned smile, and they call it the Buddha with the smile of unbearable compassion. And when I'm really suffering like that, I try to imagine, you know, sometimes I'll even ask for someone, you know, a spirit or my ancestors or my dad or somebody. I'll just visualize something or someone, love itself, to just look upon me with a smile of unbearable compassion. And then, or just like, and then I realize it's me. I am the source of that. I can give that to myself. That unbearable compassion is God's unbearable compassion, because I am, how else would it get here? So, as we're meditating on some, maybe like, how do we care for the big hard feelings? Just like this, coming in the room and saying, yeah, my weekend was shit and terrible, and that's where I am today. I'm not vibing high. And to know that, like, that's the cycle. This is the last thing I'll say, and then we'll drop into meditation. But that's what's interesting, is like, that's the whole cycle. Something happens that we don't like, and it shows us what we don't want, and it shows us what we do want. And so we make a choice, we change a thought, we make an action moving towards what we do want. We try to maintain peace on the way to that thing. And then inevitably, because we live in a world, something presents itself to us that we think we don't like, that causes us to, and that again is just data to say, oh, am I actually uncomfortable with this, or is that programming? Or is there some way that I can look at the situation differently that is going to bring me back to peace? And the thing about it is, it's like, I'll say this I say it to me, we do not need to feel bad about running into contrast, about running into things that are causing us to get upset. So you get upset. You knew it would happen. I knew, like, that's the thing. Every time I've changed my thing over the past couple of days. Every little thing that's been frustrating me, I've said, I knew this would happen. And I kind of like laughed to myself. I'm like, yeah, that's right now. There's just a bunch of shit that's trying me. I knew this would happen, because that's just part of being here right now, I suppose. I knew it, like, we knew. And so because I know, I'm just like, all right, how will I care? Okay. So that's it. So with that little sermonette,